Hello, welcome back to the Metropole Grid. My name's Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are currently playing in the Jinteki.net casual lobby. It's Sunday, March the 19th. We're like 3.5 weeks through Sync BRE watch. Good luck, have fun. Thanks, you too. And we're playing a modern version of 221B Baker Street, which is this deck list, and I'll talk about it more in theory. This hand's not great. That's a bunch better. So this deck runs hard-hitting news and psychographics and closed accounts in an HB shell, and it's actually proven to be really fun. A lot of people don't play around it very well because obviously those cards seem ridiculous in HB, but it works really well with Project Vitruvius. In theory, I think we want to ice all centrals because there's a chance that we're playing Temujin Contract. I think this one's actually best in R&D. It's not good early, but it'll be good at some point. And this is probably good to score behind. We just want to make sure they don't get a Temujin out early, because that's the easiest way we have to contest, to make sure hard-hitting news lands. And then I think next turn, we can consider pushing this out. Once we get our money, it gets a lot easier. And they might be able to play, very passive economy, which is going to be hard, but if we do land a hard-hitting news, we're in a good spot, just because we can trash all the resources. So we have two options here. We can install advance, putting us down to 6 credits. And if they res this, we can still score this, but our centrals are open. At least R&D is. I think that's actually good, just because we want to get this up as soon as possible. And they're probably going to set up. I don't think they can afford to face check, let alone face check into things that they have to click through. It's just going to like wreck their tempo. Running R&D, totally okay with that. There is a small chance that they're playing Tapworm. Just on top of like Sacrificial Construct. That seems okay in Shaper. But they're probably thinking like, oh, if they have ice or a card behind ice in server 1, they're probably not going to afford to res server R&D. And there you go, there's a Tapworm. And luckily we're going to go into little money. They're also running stealth, which is good. And this is an issue for us because we have to like manually purge. And money obviously matters in this matchup. But we're going to score this and at least get on the board. So I think we actually might consider purging next turn. They're not making any money from it right now, but we are going to get a lot of money. We could consider resing this soon enough, just because they didn't install programs, but I think making single accesses instead of setting up is an issue. Also, they installed 2 Tapworms. Purging now becomes really good, and we just want to do that before they hit the Sacrificial Construct. Also, if this was a Fairchild 2.0, it would suck for them, because we do a brain damage, or I think that's what it says, right? Brain damage. Oh, well, that's good, I guess. Okay. Keep getting single accesses. Don't know if that's good. Like, this deck seems like one of the decks that'll win late in the game, not like making mad single accesses here. Like, this is a control type deck. Threw an extra pawn shop, that's good. If we hit a hard-hitting news, oh, they know we have psychographics, so now they have to respect a bunch of stuff. I think we can purge, because we can still afford to res this, and that's okay. And I don't want to have money, and I want to do this before they get up their Sacrificial Constructs. It's a bit of a slow turn, but at least we're making money with this. We also miss out on our EtF ability, which is obviously a bummer, but what do you do? They'll sell the daily cast after it gives them 2 credits, so that's a huge 5 credit swing. If we res this, it puts us on no money, and we're only stopping a single axis, which isn't that bad. If they pull out another Tapworm, we're going to be like pretty upset. It's also nice to fade, to feign that you don't have a lot of money so you can hedge fund into like hard-hitting news in some cases. Well, let's see what they do. Cash is good. That's basically 5 credits, and oh, that's a lot of money. So that's a lot of money on top of the Aesop's Pawn Shop. These are basically 5 credits each, and they save the click installing these, so that's a lot of money. Mirror is good. And we now have Zed, and they know it, so I'm not sure exactly why they installed the mirror, because now these two together become really scary. That's good too. They haven't shown us a way to score yet. So the question is, do we want to protect R&D? Not really right now. Or do we want to rush this agenda out? And rushing this agenda out seems super sweet. There is a big chance that they'll have a self-modifying code, so maybe we actually put this on the scoring remote, just go 1, 2. HQ and pressure, not really a thing we're worried about. We've seen a lot of, not a lot of influence, but yeah, we've seen 4 influence before so far, so I'm not exactly sure if they're running Temujin Contract. 2 pieces of ice, scary. Oh, Enigma behind Zed is better, right? Because it's spend to click, not lose a click. I think we'll want to rush out. So obviously if they run this, we can't even res both of these. We're 1 credit short, and we can't score this, so we'll see we'll res which one ever does more damage. They also could think this is an Adonis campaign or something more passive. We also may not have to score this right away. Like, we could just put this in there so HQ is protected. Clone chip makes the Z even better. Another clone chip, even better. And they might want to just clone chip the... Ooh. They might consider clone chipping back the Tapworm. And we got this, so I think we want them to run now. They'll have 9, 10, 11, 12 probably on their turn. Maybe they'll double install. So this is really good. And if we can Psychographics Vitruvius, we're in a really, really, really good spot. So I think this turn we just make money and put this in the server and hope they run it. We also could consider advancing this. And I think that's probably fine too. Just because if they run that, and or run this and they have to SMC through this, they're in a good spot. They probably want to run Essential. So let's see, they're in 9 credits, 10 with Proco. 11, they'll probably just go for the double install, and I think they will concede to us this, unless they can find a self-modifying code, and even then running last click, or even not first click against HB can be a really scary proposition. They're just drawing up, throwing out 2 cards, I think. Which maybe that's actually good tempo for them, considering they have the clone chips, but the clone chips might also just be used to pull back caches, because that's their econ engine. This deck also could be running Reaver. They threw the Lost Pawn Shop out, so if they're tagged, their engine's gone. Ravana, not so good right now, but we'll definitely score this out and over advance it too. So in theory, we can back-to-back 2 turns, hard-hitting news them. This corporate sales team is doing us so much work. If we can just draw into a global food, install advance, this might be a really short game. And there you go, 1 clone chip for the cash. There's also a chance that they know this is the Zed and they don't want to deal with it. And there we go, an SMC too from hand. And they do that on my turn, which is really smart. So you use your Hayley on my turn, and then you have your turn to get a Hayley trigger as well, which is cool if you're using the self-modifying code. Yeah, totally. That's the thing, Hayley gets so much better, just like Kate, if you can use the ability on their turn and on our turn. Right? Because that's twice the efficiency. So there's a lot of good cards that do that. Self-modifying code, clone chip, Da Vinci, Artist Colony. There's a lot of ways to do it, and you need to capitalize on that. And they're going to go R&D here. If we res this, it'll be probably expensive for them to deal with it. And now also Ravana matters. And what happened to self-modifying code? Oh, they just popped it. Yeah, sorry, it just disappeared for a second. And they're short 1 stealth credit. Unless they can install 1 from hand with the Hayley trigger, that'd be pretty cool. I think they might be short 1 stealth credit, which means installing this is a goof. Actually, maybe not, because it puts it in the bin and it's easier to clone chip. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, they're short 1. Oops. Want to undo that? Because now they're spending money on something. Yeah. So this is going to fire anyways. Okay, and we also get to do a trace. So trash a program. They have no link, so we're going to definitely trash the Switchblade. We also can trace them, and it's last click. Thought I had dagger. Ah, bummer. So it's last click. We don't have closed accounts. So this is 4 credits to us if we fire this on our turn, which we're definitely going to do. We can also archive memories into hedge fund. So I think it doesn't really matter. Let's just boost by 3, I guess. Like just some amount. Because if they take the tag here, it's just easy for us anyways, and they can't afford to. So that's good. They will see 2 cards. I think they have to spend money in there. If we had more money, we might have just like over-tagged them and then just dumped the Aesops. Actually, I don't know if that's smart. So they see 2 cards. They get their cloak credit back. Doesn't really matter. And they trash Jackson, which makes it so much easier for us to hard-hitting use them. So on our turn, just to get a user our ability, just like Hayley did on hers, we could get that, make some money. And now we can credit hard-hitting news, and I think that'll seal the game off in a really meaningful way. We don't even have to boost into this. And that's the thing, is people don't expect this. I forget, she didn't see this, right? She saw this. Now they have 4 tags, so they basically have to pawn something, which will give them 4 credits, so they can clear 2 of the tags, but no matter what, the Aesops is going down, and that 1 run, even if they did break the Ichi, is a huge mistake. And that's why hard-hitting news, it's obviously such a punishing card, but it's really cool in this. Oh, I guess if they pull the cash back. 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll still have a tag. Unless they can do something really tricksy right here. Yeah, they're one short. And getting rid of the pawn shop is a huge deal. At least we can't psychographics out. And same old thing too. Okay. Friends is good too. We definitely trashed this. That's their whole deck. We definitely trashed this. I don't care what they same old thing back. And I know we don't have a lot of money. But we can always friends in high places back for these two, which is basically 7 or 6 to 7 credits, which is good. I don't know why we would trash the same old thing. It doesn't seem good. The same old thing Diesel, that's pretty bad for tempo. That's a lot of clicks for not, like, you can just draw cards. Yeah, I think we will friends in high places right now. Seems okay. And these are all the most punishing cards from, you know, the new cycle. Or the last cycle. It's no longer new. Hard-hitting news has been a problem, I think, in the casual meta, just because it's one of the cards where if you misplay against, you generally lose the game. And, okay, run access here. I don't actually care if they access that much. That's fine. I'd rather, yeah, that's fine. Because they don't have another click to put down a tap worm. If that was the case, we might have done something about it. Do we want to res these to put down a card? I don't think so. We basically just want to, oh, that's something. We want to get our agenda to close the game. Fairchild's obviously really good. But we have no real place to put it. I think we can just draw once more. Okay, Enigma's fine too. They'll probably only break us for 1 to 2 credits with their stealth breaker. Not sure if we need that. Let's just protect this with the most minimum investment that we have. It's the same as clicking for a credit, right? So say what they do. They know pawn shop. Seems rough. They can still win. Like, they have a multi-axis card. And if they just have no programs, this card doesn't do that much besides brain damage. That's the winning food. And it doesn't look like it can get through this. This one actually doesn't do anything to them. So we might want to just strap another end around on there. This one seems really cute on front of... So let's res this so we can play the hedge fund. Let's put this on server 1. Click. And then next turn we can obviously fire this to put another piece of ice on there if we need to. But I think we don't need to. We can just install advance this. And then... fire this for money if we need it. Because this will be 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. They're running here. I think we'll res this. They'll have to click through it or they'll lose. We can do 2 traces or they can lose this and take a trace. Okay, they're clicking through it. So they're probably getting their stuff trashed and taking a tag. So we'll trash their stuff, yeah. So they're just dodging the tag. That's fine. They see 2 cards. Like, maybe we need the Enigma on here. Because they could get 2 lucky picks here and be on game point. What are the Vitruvius counters? Oh, fuck. Holy shit, they did it. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, the thing that we said. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Okay. Changes a lot. Let's use our ability. Okay, well now this is an interesting game. Okay. Oh no. Things just got interesting. So at least we have an end around on the server. So the question is, do we use this? We can't use it on the agenda, which is a bummer. So we could just pop this to put this in the server. If only I had money. Through all your pawn shops. So if we install advance events, this will be on 7 credits, and then just the Enigma ends the run. But I have no doubt they'll think they'll need a code gate, and then this will end the run if they install their code gate. But we can't afford both, so I think we just need more money. This technically does end the run. Fuck. If we archive memories, oh, we could. No, we just don't have enough clicks. Because in theory, we could archive memories for the hedge fund, or use this for the hedge fund. I think that's actually worth doing. We could also hit him with another hard-hitting news, but that also doesn't matter. Unless we hit him with the hard-hitting news and then win with the psychographics. We install psychographics advance. And that's actually pretty fine. I think that's what we do here. Yeah, that seems okay. I'd rather use this just so we keep more cards in hand. Hard-hitting news, and we'll hit him with a hard-hitting news. And that's why, like, the recursion faction HB is so much fun to play with hard-hitting news, psychographics, and Vitruvius. Just because you can keep it coming back. Like, you can keep closing accounts. You can keep bringing it back. And they basically have 1 turn to win. If they run Okay, they're going for this. I think we 100% have to res this. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 3 agendas in it. They'll see 2 cards. Unlikely for them to win. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So yeah, 3 agendas and 23 cards. So pretty low density. It'll see 2 fresh cards. If we res this though, we'll be down to 4. If we fire this, we'll be up to 5, which is enough to score. So we can't res this, but then we can't res... Oh, then we can res this too. Okay. I think we just have enough money. I think we just have enough money. Unless they clear tag. If they clear tag... Okay, this is good too. This is perfect. This is why you don't res this, so that they don't know what they need. Did they see the Psycho? I think they did see the Psycho. Oh man, this is close. This is way closer than I thought it would be. There's also nothing that they can do to counter. Oh, concede! No! Ah, bummer. Good game. Had the Psycho for next turn. Too many mistakes were made. Yeah, that... I don't know, like, the hard-hitting news mistake was what killed them. I don't think losing their, Sentry Breaker... Yeah, that, Sentry... It was rough. I don't think it's actually, like, that big of a deal. If they had another clone chip, it might have been fine. It's probably a 1-of in their deck, but that's the idea what this deck can do. That was interesting when I saw it. Yeah, it's cool with the recursion. So yeah, next turn we would have just taken a credit. Let's see, actually, what we would have drawn. See if we needed to res. Oh, we just shuffled. Well, fuck. That's after shuffling, but that could have been really bad. Thanks, you too. Cool, that's what 221 B Baker Street does in theory. A lot of people obviously won't respect hard-hitting news in HB, but with the recursion, you can always pull it back. If you have a token on here in Archive Memories, at any point in term, hard-hitting news is on. And you probably saw in the last game, Aaron Moran is an issue, and a lot of people are running Aaron Moran, obviously, because it's a really, really good card. It's basically a 2-of in every criminal deck going forward, unless that does hit the most wanted list at some point. But that's what it does. Thanks so much for watching. We have... Oh, sorry. Yeah, we have videos coming out every weekday night, and there's a live stream Thursday, 8:45 Eastern. Hopefully you drop by. It's generally a lot of fun. And thanks so much for watching. Ciao. Oh, thanks.